South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators. Fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again. Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's another day, another dollar video. This time we got YNW Melly. The answers are coming to light. Another Trap Geek video. I enjoy Trap Geek. Y'all already know this. But when I seen my comment section telling me to react to YNW Melly, the answers are coming to light, I thought that was a song. I actually thought that was a song y'all wanted me to react to. So I just clicked on it now and I see it's like another Trap Geek video. But hey, I don't mind it, man. I fucks with Trap Geek. So let's check it out. I already know YNW Melly. He's from Florida. He was locked up for some body or some shit. He called a body. But I heard like one of his songs back in the day and the shit sounded good. Like I know he's a good artist. So, you know, it's crazy. And there hasn't been too much noise coming out of Florida lately. We got Rod Wave coming out of Florida, but besides that, ain't really too many artists coming out of there. But YNW Melly, I thought he was gonna be the next big thing. He still could be the next big thing because I'm hearing he's gonna come out. So it's gonna be crazy when he gets out. I seen him and King Von were, you know, no, King Von posted him up on his Instagram or some shit. So yeah, let's check it out.
YNW Melly hired the same lawyers that you used for your murder trial.
Right. Yeah, I helped him out with that. I told him who to go get.
South Florida rapper did not have much to say, making his first appearance in court after being accused of killing two men he called his friends.
Jamel, remember, you don't speak to anyone but me or Mr. Cohn. Remember that.
But I set a bond. It was level 1 house arrest, and the other terms and conditions will be in the order.
All right, what is up, everybody? God damn, this is a huge update in the Melly case. While everybody in Florida was out at the beaches, just risking Corona to go to Cheesecake Factory, the judge in the Melly case was on a Zoom call, basically on a Skype, telling YNW that he was free to go on a $75,000 bond. He got approved. Some people are like, wait, what? He's free to go? Bond on a murder charge in South Florida? That's almost unheard of. The crazy part is the 75 grand, which is super low. Anything less than $500,000 for first degree murder charge is practically unheard of. And
Yeah, that's a good point. 75 grand, you're not paying the whole 75 grand. You pay a percentage of that. That's how that works. But for a murder case, you only paying that? That's very low. They must have some new information that could prove that he's probably not gonna be charged with it. But yeah, that's crazy.
We're hearing words, potentially the trial is set to begin as early as July 2nd. And this could be bigger than the 6ix9ine trial, honestly. This is not the first death penalty case rap.
Oh shit, so it was a death penalty case, but I don't think it's gonna be bigger than the 6ix9ine case. Cause look, man, with 6ix9ine, you know, at one point he was the hottest in the game. You know, he was before that shit even happened, and he got locked up at the height of his fame, and everything that happened after that, it was like a movie, bro. So I don't see nothing being this big in hip hop for a while. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be something real crazy to be bigger than the 6ix9ine situation. And you know, we know it was a clown circus with him, but you gotta admit, yo, he was at the top of the game when he was out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I won't take that from him. So I don't see that shit, nothing being bigger than that. Also, shit, you could make a movie about that whole situation. I could see them doing some type of movie about 6ix9ine. But yeah, let's continue.
Fans have witnessed Boosie beat the death penalty. Now his lawyers are working for Melly. And this is how crazy high profile cases are in the age of the internet. We have lawyers beefing with trolls on Instagram and Twitter. Like, you can't make this shit up. The lawyer, no filter, just he did it. Just on Twitter. That's 2020 for you.
You're certainly innocent until proven guilty. But that seems to be, to me, you know, my opinion, a despicable act of homicide, if not, again, murder.
Anyways.
That's kind of crazy, man. You're not supposed to have no type of how you call it, prosecutor, or yeah, like a prosecutor talking about cases like this that's not even done. They haven't even went to trial yet, and you're already showing, you're giving the defense a defense. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing them a favor by doing shit like that, you know, because they already know that you're gonna come with bias. You're coming with bias, not evidence or facts, because it seems like he's taking that personal right there. That's crazy. Whether he did it or not, you know, there's a court process that has to happen before you know, say anything at all.
We're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is Timo the Great. Let's go.
Sorry, mama, but I like to toe. All those snitching west smack hands got me fucked up. Leave me in the prison, nigga tweet, nigga.
Alright, let me tell you how Looney Tunes this has gotten. We know Melly probably won't get bond. He'll be in jail until the trial starts. And with Cortland Henry free on house arrest, the rumors online started circulating that he had snitched. All the comments on the blogs, Instagram, academics was, he told, he's gotta be snitching. And the fuel was added to the fire when XXL and DJ Vlad posted some fugazi fake news coming from Cortland Henry's lawyer, who took to Twitter to basically say Melly fans are delusional and
Wait a minute. His homeboy's lawyer is saying shit like this? That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's like, he definitely had to tell. He's doing something. That's some funny shit. How's your man coming off on bond? You're not, and you're the artist, right? You're the one that's bringing the bag in. Like you're the one that's popping, but your boy comes out on bond, and his lawyer is talking greasy. He's talking hot right now, very spicy. There's something funny with that situation.
Melly's never getting out. Now, all that would be cool and fine, except that wasn't actually his lawyer. Those tweets are from the lawyer representing the family of the victims. So of course he's dunking on Melly any chance he gets, right? That's his job. Now, if you actually pull up the court documents, we know he most definitely did not snitch. In fact, neither him nor Melly told anyone, right? They both stayed silent, and that's actually why the state is so pissed. Because they've been trying for practically a year now to get him to turn on Melly. But these tactics didn't work, and neither Melly or Cortland Henry flipped on each other. What's gonna be super interesting once the trial starts is how both sides played the relationship that Melly had with the two kids who were killed.
Me and all my niggas, we had the same dream going up. Man, get my day on, right?
You got some haters just mad at the success, but now they see it, they just hate it, but they love it.
So the guys that died are in his video. This is homeboy right here.
At the same time. So it's like both 50-50 in everybody.
They love us and hate us. Like, they happy to
That's
see
the other
us
one?
rapper. That's what you.
My whole thing is, if he did do that, what could possibly cause you to do something like that? It'd have to be something real, like, serious. For you to kill two people, not one, two, and they're both your homeboys. Either they witnessed something they wasn't supposed to, or they was riding in the whip and you let it off and they didn't shoot back. I don't know. But damn, bro, like what couldn't they have possibly done to warrant that? If he did it, who knows?
Better go get a job at Wendy's.
You pull up any photos, video, whatever, these are clearly best friends. Melly, Sack Chaser, Juvie, and Bortland. Super tight. However, you probably also heard the rumors about Melly's mom being threatened by Sack Chaser.
We text messages from Sack Chaser threatening all her friends and all these people, like he's about this life. But I'm saying, like, who the f you ever robbed? Who the f you ever shot at? Oh, you threatened me with your little gun? I got big guns. Melly is my child, and he is gonna be great because he's talented.
And by the way, she had Melly when she was just 14 years old. That's why she looks so young. But that's a video of Melly's.
And mom looking kind of alright right there. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a few rap moms in the industry that look pretty nice. I ain't gonna hold you, but damn, you threaten your boy's mom, son? Nah. Yeah, I can understand now.
His mom taken from her Instagram. That it sounds like
she's talking. Wait the fuck a minute.
And by the way, she had.
Does she have Demon in her name, bro?
Melly when she was just 14 years old. That's why she looks so young. But that's a video of Melly's mom taken from
Jamie Demons King. She got demons in her name, fam. Nah. That was my joint. I would tell her, yeah, you gotta switch your name up to something. Jamie Jesus King. Something, not demons, bro. Who the fuck named their daughter Jamie Demons King? That's crazy.
Her Instagram that it sounds like she's talking about Sack Chaser, but a lot of people online are also saying that video clip was chopped up and taken out of context and that she's actually talking about Melly's stepdad. I don't know. The prosecution's gonna try and paint a couple pictures of Melly. Don't forget, they want the death penalty, so they're gonna argue that the killings were especially heinous.
So the death penalty, right? Like, listen, I'm not the one who decides what punishment goes for the crime, but you telling me that Trayvon Martin could get fucking shot, killed for no reason at all, and that guy gets off, right? No death penalty, no nothing. The cops that killed George Floyd, I mean, I believe there's a trial gonna happen with that, but there's nothing that says anything about death penalty. But he kills, or you know, two guys over here die, and automatically is death penalty. Like, what warrants death penalty in this case over others? That's what I would like to know.
Committed in a cold, calculated, and premeditated manner, and lastly, it was committed by a criminal gang member. Now for that one, things as simple as tattoos can prove that you're a gang member, even though we know that just because you have a tattoo doesn't mean that, and just because you call you and your friends your gang or whatever doesn't mean you're a part of an actual gang. But the system likes to play loose and fast with the criminal gang charges. Funny enough, they're actually doing the same thing to Lil Durk and King Von in Atlanta right now, but that's a separate story. Now here's how the trial's gonna play out. Murder trials usually last 3, 5, 10 days. Depends on how much material they have to present to the jury. The first day is jury selection and maybe a witness or two. But in the Melly case, as far as we know, there are no witnesses. The killings happened on a lonely stretch of road near the Everglades, which is why the prosecutors desperately wanted Bortland to turn state and testify against Melly. Looks like that's not gonna happen. Day 2 will be workers from the crime scene. DNA experts, detectives, timeline witnesses, and if they had the murder weapons, they would maybe ask the gun shop owner or whoever to identify that yes, they did indeed sell this gun to Melly, but in this case, they can't because they don't have the murder weapons. See, the police believe that Melly shot both boys from the back left seat. Then he got outside and sprayed up the right side of the car to make it look like a drive-by. Then the detectives claimed that Cortland Henry helped Melly with a cover-up, dropping the victims off at the hospital around 4 o'clock in the morning, fabricating a story that concealed Melly's involvement while he was able to later retrieve and dispose of.
If that's what really happened, that sounds kind of messy right there, bro. Because at the end of the day, listen, not saying it's right or wrong. Like, if you're going to do a crime like that, there's a smart way to do it. I'm not dropping nobody off at the fucking hospital after I just committed a crime like that. I'm gonna have to fucking, you're in Florida, bro. There's a bunch of swamps, man. Put that shit in one of those fucking swamps. Let those gators eat the body or something. Listen, I'm not advocating this. I'm just saying, like, who's gonna do that? Like, that's mad suspect. Especially because you gotta explain yourself. You gotta explain how that happened. Oh, you know, my boys just shot. You know, like, how do you explain that if you're involved with it? That doesn't make you look suspect. Nah, that shit is very suspect.
The weapons. Now, I don't know if any of that's true. That's just what the police claim. The timeline goes something like this. At 3:20 in the morning, Melly and 3 friends were seen on CCTV video surveillance leaving the New Era recording
that's
studio
all they need.
in Fort
Camera,
Lauderdale.
really.
They got into a Jeep Compass and drove off. Bortland was driving, Melly was in the back left seat. The 2 victims were on the right. When Cortland got to the hospital around 4:30 in the morning, he told police that they were victims of a drive-by at an intersection on Miramar Parkway. But the police say there were no reports of gunshots in that area. Instead, they believe the shooting happened far west, near a waste treatment plant. And to back this claim, the police are using cell phone records to say that Bortland lied about the path he took to get to the hospital. And they also claim they got the canine dogs to sniff the area, and that somehow shows that there were no other vehicles present on the road, so it couldn't have been a drive-by, according to the police. Now, after all that, day 3 of the
Listen, not only do your phones tap you and listen in to what the fuck you're talking about, but they also track you. So keep that in mind, man. If you're doing shit, your phones can be your best enemy or your worst enemy or your best ally. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind.
Trial is usually the prosecutors will have the family of the victims to be the last to testify. Then that same day, the prosecutors rest and the defendants, basically Melly's team, calls their witnesses to establish the defense. Most of the time, you don't even need witnesses. They can oftentimes argue it successfully that the prosecutor just did not meet the burden of proof. The evidence has to leave the jurors firmly convinced. That's the purpose of the trial
Without a reasonable
then
doubt.
After day 3 or 5 or however long it takes for that whole process to go out, you would wait maybe 20 minutes, 20 hours, even 20 days, whatever it takes for the jury to reach their verdict. And then we're gonna find out if Melly's guilty or if he's innocent. Now, I know that all this together sounds like the police are gonna crucify him, right? It sounds like they're gonna win, open and shut. However, what people gotta realize is without a witness, without a murder weapon, and without DNA of Melly at the crime scene, the state has a tough case to argue, especially when Melly paid a big bag for some heavy-duty lawyers.
Yeah, that's all good and all, but, you know, if you have DNA, if you have the evidence, man, you don't know what evidence they do have because they're not at trial yet. The prosecutor isn't going to show you his cards yet. You know, that they'll have some type of evidence that they're saving until they go to trial that they'll show you. And you think you about to get off. And then once they show you the evidence they got, that's when you get fucked. So you can't just think, think he's going to get off just yet,
They know how to poke holes in the prosecutor's arguments. What I think could be really important is this alleged phone recording that Melly has on his cell phone admitting that he's guilty. Nobody in the public has heard it, but the prosecutors are hyping it up like he's on camera admitting that he did it. But since nobody's heard it, we don't know how detailed that is. Now, I want to know what you guys think is going to happen in the comments below, but keep in mind, this is not a federal case. When the feds come knocking, it's usually a 95% success rate. They get your ass, pause. But this is a state case, and last I checked, like the murder conviction rate in Florida is 59% or something like that. And if you want to know how good Melly's lawyers are, they almost got the judge to agree to let Melly go on medical release during the whole COVID thing to a fan's house. Maybe the fan lived near the Broward County Jail or something, I don't know, but it's in the documents. Melly's team made a motion to send Melly over to a fan's house to recover from COVID away from the contaminated jail. And the dude, John Phillips, who's representing the victim's family, basically roasted Melly's team for trying to get that to happen. He also said that the fan allegedly had a young daughter in the house, which should disqualify him from housing someone who's charged with murder. Needless to say, the motion was denied, but this just goes to show that Melly's team is playing to win, bro. They'll try anything, and that's why you gotta wait for the trial, you gotta wait to see Melly's defense, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's like 50-50 for me, man. It's hard to say like what's gonna be the outcome with this, because like I said, you don't know what evidence they have until they go to trial. But he has some good lawyers, great lawyers at that, so that's good for him. But my only thing is, if he is guilty, why? What made him do this? It had to be something crazy for that to happen. But yeah, YNW Melly, I hope that he's found innocent. If he is, I mean, if he's guilty, he's guilty. Like, I could care less. I just would like to know what made him do it, if he did do it. But yeah, guys, thank you for recommending this. This was interesting. If you know any other Trap Geek videos you would like me to react to, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you know any YNW Melly videos, let me know in the comment section and I'll react to it. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe. It's your boy Dollars. I holla. You already know.